Hey everybody, going off of my last video where I made some comments on building trucks for my Ork army for coming up. So I've got the first one built, because I haven't bought the other ones yet obviously. And of course I didn't just build it stock, because nothing can ever be stock here. So this is my not so stock Ork Trukk. So let's talk about what I did first. The wheel, there's a lot of these things that aren't glued together. The wheels aren't glued on, the crew isn't glued in yet, because I'm going to paint them separately. They're kind of loose in there so I can easily pull them out. So let's just talk about some of the things I did. First, I really didn't like the big armor plates back here on this, so I went ahead and decided to chop those up, and I put them right here in these gaps, which were normally used for the boarding planks. And I added some more armor to the cab here on both sides. We got one plate there. And I armored in this side entirely because that was completely open in the stock model. Again, I filled in this gap right here. It kind of gives it the look of the older trucks. I probably should have left this. I might still cut that out, but I'm not a big fan of the second roll bar either. So I'm not so sure on that yet. But it definitely gives more of a look of the older trucks in the bed. And then of course I put the assault ramps in the back here. This really was an easy conversion. It gives a nice little ramp in the back here, which I think is really cool. You can definitely see how it looks a lot. The bed here, like this, looks a lot like the Ork Trukk. So I think that's a really cool and very simple conversion, because this is just the, again, this is just the one of the armor plate that normally sits up here with the two windows in it, and it's just hacked up and glued in the spot. I didn't do a whole lot of other conversions on it, but even this was actually quite time consuming in general. I'm not a big fan of this model. A lot of the mold lines go through very inconvenient spots. Let's say like on this piece right here. These bolts, this circle of bolts right here around the outside of this, the mold line goes right through the middle of the bolts, making it very difficult to clean up very easily. So I'm definitely not, this was a lot of work to actually get cleaned up. So it's just simply a question of where the mold lines are than anything else, because they're not that dramatic, but they are quite annoying. So yeah, this is just a quick conversion. I'm gonna build, so I'm gonna have a total of like 3 or 4 of these, and none of them are gonna be completely stock. They're all gonna have some sort of customization on them. Probably one of them I'm just gonna build a full cab on, not even put the crew in at all, or at least not put the driver in. Maybe put this guy on the roof instead, in like a couple of, and then I'm gonna build a complete front end for another one. Or I'll come up with something for, but they're all going to be unique. But that's just a real quick update. Got the first truck built with a little bit of custom work on it. And so, yeah, of course it's going to be painted in my usual blood axe camo patterns, because that's just what I do now. My whole army is going the blood axe route as time goes on. So that's it. Talk to you guys later.